Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. As I've told you many times in the past, I think many times in the past at least, Friday is my Darkest Dungeon day. I record a few episodes throughout the week as well, but Friday's the day when I take all the tips and I say, alright, here's what we do. Number one tip, by far from last week, is like these Jesters. We got Gan Diesling and we got Dan Giesling. Number one tip, hey idiot, stop using Finale as your opening move. They call it Finale because the number of Merriam-Webster dictionary tweets I've gotten, you wouldn't even... Finale, a noun used to denote the final part of a flourish in music or a performance of some sort. Is it possible? First off, you hate us because you ain't us. Secondarily, they call it Finale because it's the last thing the enemy hears before it's lights out. Anyway, I will try to use Finale last, but I gotta admit, using our stress healer... or using our Jester for Finale first, kill a backliner, or have a chance to, and then just raw stress heal over and over and over. It seems to be working out okay. But maybe it is working out okay, but people are like, it could be better. Fair. Now, we're in a weird spot. We need money. I would say that is valid. We need money to upgrade our units to maximum level abilities, weapon, armor, etc., so they can actually handle champion level dungeons, much less darkest level dungeons. We do have an intermediate level squad we could take out. We don't really want to... What's the boss on this one? Fulminating Prophet. Dude, restraining padlock seems awesome. Do we have a squad we could take there realistically? Like, we could take a level 5. Moby's not good to go. We don't have a healer that's appropriate, I believe. So, I mean, let's theory craft. Hypothetically, we could roll Josh. And then Kate would be the healer. She's a little over-equipped, which is actually nice. And then, you know, Justin, he's not the right call to send out on the mission, but it's because, and I just want to see what you got. Spotted Fever is not horrible, I guess. I don't want to spend money on the mission to upgrade units to go on the mission, if that makes sense. Like, Josh is already 4-3, which is acceptable. Kate's 5-4. And then we'd basically send Gan as a stress healer, who can also... I'm trying to remember the Prophet. Fulminating Prophet. I can't remember if he's a backliner. But you can hit pretty much everything, as long as he's not a one-tile-wide, 4th rank unit. And then we could basically take any unit we want. So you'd probably roll maybe like a Houndmaster, because of the fact that, you know, Austin, with Hound's Rush and Blackjack, he can target units wherever they may roam. Now, in Spot 1, he can't use Lick Wounds, so that's fine. We do want to send Gan, otherwise, like, we're almost completely over-leveled for this mission. But he would benefit from some upgrades, admittedly. So I just gotta think about how we would roll this, because, like, moves him back 3. So I guess we would start with, like, Dirk Stabs, and then do the Finale. And I definitely see the value of doing Finale last, especially if it's an enemy with a lot of HP. But I kind of thought, you know, it was working out for us to begin with. But let's ignore that temporarily. So if we're going to roll this team, I think that, you know, 3-3 is probably an acceptable level, because we're a little bit light on money. And then I just want to make sure, so we'll do a quick check. 3-3. Austin is 4-4, which is fine. Kate is 5-4, which we checked, and Josh is 4-3. I think that's acceptable for this boss. And then once stress relief is done, we actually have like another set of level 3s and 4s that could go out on other missions. The Thing from the Stars does roam here, if I remember correctly. That's where we, that's what we did on our last mission. And that's why it was very short, but at the same time, we succeeded as a result. So that was very nice as far as I'm concerned. Unequip all trinkets, we probably do need to sell more. It's the start of the day. So healing skills for you, and the Vestal Sacred Scroll, like a beach house song. Now, Abomination. No. Start with the Jester. We don't need to give you speed, necessarily, in this case. Well, who do we want to have what? I think we want Austin ideally would probably have extra damage. Oh, no, Josh would have extra damage. He does give extra stress as well, though. And if he's going to go extra damage, let's see. We don't want him to stack stress. That's very bad. Focus ring for act crit, but lower dodge. I think we can roll that on Austin just fine. Sniper's ring is not really relevant here. It's kind of hoping for something with better bleed skills, but I think it's okay. Who would take the tough ring? It honestly might be... Well, I don't know if we want to lower your damage. We could probably get away with it. Yeah. Yeah. And if we're not giving you that, we should give you... Don't you have, like, No, maybe it's Dan that loves being in the sun. Minus 25 stress if torches above 75. Plus 20% stress skills. Yeah, we could probably make it happen. And then everybody is mostly equipped. We just got 2 more to go. I mean, Sun Ring, if you're asking me, it feels like the best rare trinket. Plus 4 speed by default is something we probably should be paying attention to, though. You know what? Not yet. I think we're fine with this for now. But yeah, now that I respect... I think what happens is I look at it, I go, plus 4 speed, okay, that's good. And then I get mind flooded by the fact that it's like, oh, plus 75% disease resist. Who cares? Well, first off, that's probably decent in its own right. But secondarily, I am an idiot. And I'm just ignoring the plus 1 or plus 4 speed. So we'll go 20 food, 3 shovels. I'm just going by the cheat sheet here. It served me somewhat well. 2 to 4 skeleton keys. 3 to 4 holy waters. It's not bad, I guess, because it'll give us resistances on bosses, even if we don't use it for anything else. And it says 10 to 13 torches. I'm going to go 14 because I, can't tell me nothing. All right, just want to make sure we're good on party composition because, no change in here. You can operate from this spot. You can operate from this spot. What do you do from the 3rd spot? You can still Hound's Rush, Guard Dog. You can't Blackjack anymore, but I think that's okay. Let's do it. You got the right abilities? You got the right abilities? They're only level 2s, but I don't want to spend any more right now. Level 4s. Level 1? What are you doing? Take me out, dude. I really don't want to spend much more money on this, but holy crap, we almost just left... I mean, Josh, we all knew in real life he's horribly weak, but... in the game, that's just a slap in the face. So we use manacles all the time. I'm just going to take him to level 3. Beast Bile seems fine. We use the stress heal occasionally. We use Rake often. What does Transform give you? You heal for 6. They still get more stress. Is this slightly... Well, they still get some stress, I should say. That's about as deep as I'm willing to go on that one. And this is going to leave us with like 2 grand. So it's a little scary. So we went like 18 food. That's fine. 3 shovels, 2 skeleton keys, 3 holy water, 14 torches. Yeah, 2 grand left. So, in a bit of a rough spot here.
Creature had to be silenced.
Hopefully he's bleedable, even though he does already have daggers shoved in his back.
How had he survived the stockades, the icy waters, and the knives I delivered so enthusiastically into his back? How had he returned time and time again to rouse the townfolk with his wild speculations and prophecies?
I'm unconcerned.
The
for now.
Of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
So you just described my Twitter account. Okay. Ooh, that was very fast. No surprises. We go first. These guys are not bleedable. That's okay. Dirk stab. Most likely, maybe if we, I mean, it didn't land, but we could have gotten a kill on him theoretically. 7 to 13. Hate to say it. What's his speed? 9? We'll probably have, like, Josh go for a stun. I think we just want to go for a kill on one of these guys first, because it's much more likely to kill them. The stress is obviously annoying, but we do have a stress healer. You can't use manacles in the front position. You know what? Very, very useful to learn. Can Austin use Hound's Rush in the first position? He can't. God. So I am an idiot. I literally just rolled like a bad party composition here. So what's the setup? Honestly, stun this fool. I hate to tell you this, we're probably going to roll Gandiesling in the front slot with Finale, and I think it's actually the right call. Not always, but exclusively because I screwed up. Wow, you are just terrible right now. I screwed up the placement of units.
Eradicated.
So if we rolled Gan at the front, he can still do things at the front, right? Like he can still stress heal and buff his Finale, I think. I don't think it matters that much, actually, now that I think about it. I don't really care if you attack. I'd rather do a little stress heal and keep ourselves good before camping. We always, you know, we could throw out a stun, or at least, you know, get our healer a chance to do a party heal or something. Or we could just, you know, smack you and kill you easily. That works too. Alright, so let me just make sure. What can you do in the front spot? You can still Dirk Stab. I think that's fine. Now, let me see. Manacles, Transform, Stress Heal works fine. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually have you move there. So we're going to roll this squad right here, and we're not going to do... No, don't do it, Kate. Oh, never mind. Thank you. That's a ton of money.
Could staunch the flow
of we're going to do it like this. 110, 80, 70. Yeah, we'll go for 110. No reason to throw a risk into it yet. This just enables our Abomination to actually use all their attacks. So the party should still work fine. It's just kind of, we picked the wrong starting order for it, which is, well, to be honest with you, just good that we recognize quickly that that was the wrong way to tackle things. I would like to think that we, you know, the best situation in the world would be if you never made mistakes, but that's not necessarily realistic. So to make mistakes and recognize quickly that you've made them is probably wiser. So I guess Bone Spearman is target number 1 here by necessity. Dude, Austin is critting like mad right now. If possible, the stress dealer would be a nice one to take out next. He looks pretty easy to knock out here. Hopefully we go next, and indeed we do. Divine Light is 120, so it's a 50% chance for a stun, versus Judgment, which is 5 to 9 damage. So I'll go for the guaranteed kill if it hits, and we'll deal with the Bone Commander. After that, 9 damage. Acceptable. We could take care of that in a single heal, easily. His Blight resist is very low. Stun is 40%. I think I'd rather get the DOT. He resisted the Blight. Fair enough. So we'll go for raw heal for 12. No complaints. Keep buffing Finale up a little bit.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Austin's bleed is extremely important. Oh, he's not gonna bleed. He's a freaking skeleton. Alright, lots of stress. And a stun on the Jester, which is unfortunate because we'd like to do a little stress healing. Our Abomination is taking a ton of stress, which is understandable. See if we get a lucky stun. Hey, okay, so we get a free turn. That's what I like to see. Just keep throwing out... Basically, that's just your best attack, unfortunately. 7-7-7-7. Pretty good, but we do want to get the stress heals out as soon as possible. Are you in Finale range? 10 to 17 damage. You are not, unless you crit. 12% chance. Hey!
Ground quakes.
Ground quakes. 12 damage, huh? I mean, he's not going to get stunned. But we can get him potentially in range of being able to kill. 3 to 6 damage. This is a weird one. I don't know what you do on this one. I guess you hope for the crit, and that's exactly what happened. But that was not a successful fight because Josh has a lot of stress. We can cure it with camping, and I know another thing that's come up quite frequently, people are like, you should really pay attention to your camping skills. I agree. I agree. It's just, you know, it's kind of a lot on the go. But I do not disagree. Camping skills are definitely something I should pay literally any attention to. 3 to 4 damage. Your protection is a little high. 5 to 8. So we definitely want a Dirk Stab at least once. It still buffs, right? It does not buff. Wow.
How quickly the tide turns.
Alright. It's a move attack, and the stress is coming up as well. Good dodge, good dodge. Alright. I mean, a stun... What's your stun resist? 30? Quite low. Light resist is also not high, but I'd rather just skip a turn. Yeah. And then... Party heal is plausible, but I actually feel like a stun, even though it's maybe a bit of a newbie trap, gives us a lot of economy on the next turn. So we could try to stun the guy up at the front. That buys us 1 free round and does some damage. Yeah, I actually like that a lot. So actually, we do have 1 unit at the back, but if we can kill him, that's all we got to worry about. Oh, he gets to go. Resisted the stun for the debuff. That's all that matters. Their speed is so high, dude. What's the damage is 3 for 3. He's stunnable. And, I mean, a party heal, I think, is acceptable here, but if we could kill one of the units that gets to attack next turn, that would be better, I think. Alright, that's really good. So we got a finale we can definitely have a good chance to kill one of the other units with, and then 3 to 6 damage. What's your bleed resist? 120. It's 130% chance for bleed. We'd be better off going for a kill, I guess, and then leaving the finale open for Gan. But even though the, in all likelihood, the gargoyle gets to go first. Ooh, he doesn't. Okay. Yo, okay, it worked. We don't need Citron. Onyx, we might want... I mean, we do need money, quite obviously.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
No. Don't. That's just a slap in the face. Alright. I don't want you in original order. This is what happens when you don't set it right. The quality of life upgrades no longer exist. The sack is empty.
Even the cold.
So, of course, we know where we're going. It's one of these 2 rooms, and hopefully we would get scouting in advance. And we'll camp as late as plausible. Good. Unlikely to kill the gunman, but we can definitely kill the center unit. Dude, why is your accuracy so horrible lately? Austin's out here getting non-stop crits and bleeds, even though he failed at that one miserably. 5... Bleed resist 40. I don't love it, but I feel like the DOT was right. You've only got to take 3 damage. Usually a judgment. Yeah, I mean, it was going to be enough anyway, but that was a pretty weak start, but at least we get 9 damage on the big bad.
Grievous injury.
It's only the stress, dude. It's the fact that Josh keeps getting critted, and then he has incredible, like, stress irresistance. Sensitivity would probably be the word that a normal human being would use there. We get to go first, thankfully. I mean, obviously we could transform, but I'm kind of trying to save that for the boss. For better or for worse. Really, like, 40% stun chance. That's fine. It's also our damage dealer, unfortunately. Buffing Finale. You might be able to be killed because you have no prot to a buff Finale next turn. I'm pretty close to using, like, a self-heal, but if we could get a little bit extra DOT on you, that's 5. Yeah, we got a party heal, I think. 7 times 4 is not bad. Everybody's looking okay. The bleeds are pretty low. He's gonna miss anyway. Told you. No moves? Hey! No moves. Alright, so I actually think this guy's so close to death. We'd probably rather Finale this guy at the back. And really, I do want to make sure you die. Even though we might have been able to stall for a turn. I'm okay with that. Yo, obviously, like, we need the rubies. We always take too much. We always take too much, dude. But what can you do? You can't get rid of shovels. You could get rid of jade for a ruby, or for more heirlooms for that matter, but everybody's not in normal positions. You go here. Yes. Sarcophagus. You wouldn't. Thanatophobia. Plus 20 stress if HP is below 50. Well, that hasn't been much of a concern so far, but, you know, things do change. Still just stalling on the camp. It's clear to me this is not, oh, come on, Gandiesling, you fool. Hey, never mind, you're a genius.
Glittering gold.
It's becoming clear to me, like, this is probably not your ideal party composition. I founded it on principles that turned out to not be particularly sound. But if it gets us through the fight, that's the only thing that matters for now. Dude, we got too many greedy individuals on this team. They keep finding good stuff, but... I know, we're leaving so many heirlooms. Trust me, it's killing me inside as well. Inventory space. Dude, we can always grind for heirlooms and gold, so I think we just choose one and roll with it. We know we got combat coming up right now. So let's be ready. I think we're good. We might camp after this. Stress is really high on Josh. It's becoming kind of a thing. We have to target the stress dealers first. Can we kill him? I think we gotta try. That hurts me a great deal. You'll never know how much that hurts me. Also put Josh in a perfect position to be hit by 23 stress. Oh my lord. And then he's in the front position, which is just horrible. Yeah, so this was a poor decision on our part, of course. But if we can use battle ballads, he's got buffed strength. Or sorry, buffed stress. So his battle ballads should actually help us out a lot here, eventually. I think our healer probably still goes for an attack. You know, there's a lot of semi-weak units. Let's go for a party heal. Hit the wrong unit with the crit, but life goes on. Graveyard Slash, 8 damage. I mean, he's got a self-heal, but probably our... Yeah, probably our Vestal will just heal him instead. It's going okay. Heal for 14 is insanely good. Quarrel? Quarrel. That's fine. He can wait a turn. Now you, again, you're kind of doing nothing. We really have like 1 damage dealer right now. And nobody's bleeding, dude. Stress. Just stalling for a little bit. We might transform Josh, but I want to do like a ding. Stress minus 11 is really good. Starting to get there, at least. I hope the game doesn't interpret this as stalling when it's actually just low skill. Alright, I really think I have to transform, even though it's, you know, stress-inducing. And then 15 to 27 or 14 to... it's hard to figure out. This is right in the middle. This one's a little on the lighter side. 95, yeah, you got a better chance to hit here. Oh my lord. Schlack to Lurge? I've always thought that. As long as I have lived on planet Earth, I've been like, Schlack to Lurge, dude. Alright. You could do a heal. I think that a heal is not bad. Gives you more opportunities when camping to remove stress, hopefully. Bring-ding. Look at that. 11. He's down to 57. Slowly calming the beast down while he's still transformed for whatever reason. You got better stun resist. We're gonna stun this guy. It's not stalling, it's ineptitude. What is he, guarding him? Who cares, dude? I was gonna kill you first anyway. You do have 70% prot, which is pretty bad for me, but... So slam or rage, 5 to 9. I think we just might as well go to town on you. You could also stun you eventually, and that stun will remove the guard, but I think we can kill him through his shield. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, if that's only going to do 1 damage, that seems pretty unlikely. Good self-heal, though. Yeah, even on the crit, that's not going to get him, because he's not bleeding. He's just a big old pile of bones. But this fight has gone very, very well. Everyone's looking nice. And maybe I'm overestimating the ill effects of the transformation, because, like, sure, everyone got a little bit of stress, but we can heal through that. And Josh's stress has come way down, but mostly maybe because we focused him with the stress healer. That seems like a good cause and effect analysis. Nice. That's going to leave us in a good spot. Healer would be ideal to go next, and that's exactly what happened. Everybody's going to be at full HP. Stress is going to be somewhat low. Look at that. Nothing wrong with that.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely
Sorry.
a trick of the light?
Yeah, why not? Alright. So again, you know, I think part of the reason we're having stress-related problems is because of my abomination's stress sensitivity. The other part is I'm actually committing to using the Jester more as a damage dealer than as a stress healer. Which actually seems very sensible once you consider the fact that, you know what? Once you consider the fact that, we don't... Oh... We have a Vestal, which is not really much of a damage dealer in and of itself. So again, you're not going to love this, I think, but I kind of feel like why wouldn't I finale on turn 1 when it's guaranteed to get a kill if it hits? In this situation, where it's a one-hit KO, I think it's just the most sensible option. I am a fool, again, because it leaves the Jester, or sorry, the Abomination in such a terrible spot. But at least, you know, it's kind of a guilt-free stress heal. This would be a great time for that to work. Oh no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 4 speed will go first. Almost for sure. Hopefully we go second as well. Yeah, let's go. Dude, Austin is crushing it. Now I know, you're like, Father, please feed the dog some biscuits. It's a very good idea. We should rest, I think. Because we could go to the boss fight next.
Huddled together.
Without even realizing it. Okay, so obvious things that need to happen. His stress is low enough to not care. So I think... Well, I don't really care about scouting chance, I think. Plus 10 AC, plus 10 dodge. Who do we want to hit? I honestly think... Well, you know what? Let's say Abomination for now. I don't think we can prevent nighttime ambush. I will release the Hound. And then I think all companions minus 15% stress for all for the next battle. Seems very smart to me. And hopefully we don't get ambushed. No ambush, that's great news. No scouting, unfortunately. I'm gonna bet that they wanted us to go this path.
Wealth beyond measure.
So our Jester doesn't get stress relief, but so be it. Or stress hardiness. However you'd like to describe it. Don't forget to feed the dog some biscuits here. Not a boss fight, okay? Well, hey, there's the scouting. Ooh, we did find a secret room. We have no skeleton keys. We did have the opportunity to take one earlier. That's pretty much on me, 100%. If we get one from the final boss, or the curio, if there is one in that room, or any of the curios over here, we should probably go back after we kill the boss, if we're lucky enough to kill the boss. So remember, you really want to, if possible, finale late. Not for just the obvious reasons, but also because it leaves the Abomination in a bit of a weird spot, even though we'll probably transform him, like, immediately. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna pop that. We're gonna probably holy water all of our units right off the bat. I remember you.
Behind the pews.
Prognostication.
His mindless drivel.
Okay, this is where the pews fall. I remember. This guy was actually tough. I hate this, but it does buff. Austin's like our backline targeter, so we're gonna, first off, just be smart about it. You might as well pop it. Transform yourself. Alright, we gotta hit him good. Nothing hits him. Please don't summon any more pews. Alright, you obviously have the opportunity to actually deal damage. And then you're pretty much stuck in this position. Sadly, I think that's your move. Yeah, real impressive. We killed a piece of wood. Alright, at least we got him in a good spot, but we know that, you know, things are about to fall from the sky, and we didn't use holy water on any of our units except for one. Fulminate. Alright, so that's some blight. But only on our... Honestly, if we get to go relatively soon, that could be worse. Prognostication. So we do probably want to move Austin. I think you go for him on this one. You got the opportunity. You'll move Austin on his turn. Use Dirk Stab. The other thing is, you probably do want to go for a party heal, right? Keep yourself alive. And give Austin a buff. Or, well, hey. There you go. Don't forget about that. Who knows? That might have protected your blight resist. You're only taking 2 more damage here. But you gotta keep the healer alive, right? You know you're gonna do a party heal next turn. So I think you take care of your own. You put your own oxygen mask on first. And then you basically screw Josh by putting him in that position. And then you probably would take some freaking holy water before you do it, by the way. Oh, Josh dodged anyway. Alright, yeah, your wounds they're definitely mounting. There's no question about that. So we gotta move, well, we might not have to move the Jester, but we would probably like to. Slam. Knockback 2. You can't use rage in that position, huh? It's very unfortunate. They're not moving. Oh, it kind of put Austin in a weird spot, huh? My bad. Here's your move. You have to do this, even though it leaves this dude in a weird spot. And then I think you absolutely have to heal the Jester, even though he's probably still going to be on death's door. Eye on you. Some kind of mark? Oh, it's a stun on the healer. That seems incredibly bad. A stun on this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, my lord. Rolf. You said it, buddy. I see crumbling earth, stone, and blood. Well, you're not moving, so we gotta figure out what we're gonna do about that. Finale's up to 18 to 30 damage. We're just gonna keep that going. You could always dodge. We could guard a unit. That's seems like a horrendous idea to me. You're on 7 life, but I think it's extremely important we get some more DOT on this boy if possible. I'd rather you dodge the next one, but she is a god. Okay, so Jester's not in a good spot, but with a heal, we can keep him up there, I think. The only question in my mind was, should we finale in advance, just in case he gets... I mean, he's not going to get killed, but he could end up on death's door. And then you're pretty much useless back here. But we want to move you up 1 regardless, so we might as well do this, I think. And then you just keep going for the bleed. 4 points of damage. Healing for 14 is decent. I mean, it's as high as you can go on this guy's HP, so fulminate. Some blight potential. It blighted the units that can most afford to take the blight, so... Everybody's doing okay for now. We do have to do some movements here. Or, well, I don't know. I'm thinking. And you know it's dangerous to think. 17 damage. We might be able to sneak in a finale kill. So what would be the game plan here? I honestly think you go for a party heal. It's a little light, but lots of people were in weird spots there. I think that's your moment. You put the Jester back here in a dangerous spot. Admittedly, 9 damage, 12 points of bleed, 6 points of bleed. He's got 1! Go again, bleed again, bleed again. Jester's on death's door.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Why is he not dead? You're dead. You're dead, my friend. Look at that. Okay, not an optimal squad, but you know what? Boss down. Only gold we're spending is on stress relief. Blueprints. 750 gold trinkets. I know we didn't even use the dog treats. Well, that's the first episode of the day. That's how it goes sometimes. And we will take another blueprint, even though we're extremely unlikely to need it anytime soon. Take me out of here. Go to warm-up, but we did make a lot of mistakes. Took the holy water, didn't pop it on everybody, but hey, boss down. Took a bad loadout to begin with. Minus 20 healing received. You got a disease. Love interest. Early riser. Clotter. Hemophilia. Weird.
Flames on the horizon.
Plot quest. Wolves of the Door. A brigand raiding party is descending upon the hamlet with explosive fury and murderous intent. Let's go, First off, let's go. But let's go see where's the quest. Hamlet. Darkest level. I doubt we'll do it. But we'll see. For now, let's handle stress relief. So we know, like, Josh definitely needs stress relief. What does he like to do for stress relief? Where did he go? He can go here, that's fine. And then, you might want to cure some of these. Enway, I don't really mind. Rob, spotted, fevered. I would like to cure it, but it's not a huge problem. Kate's hemophilia, again, pretty much the same boat. I do think hysterical blindness is a little spotty, but we might want to take a crusader on this mission, so we have to think about it. And then Gay and Diesling, bulimic. Minus 20% healing skills while camping. Doesn't seem that bad. I think we're kind of fine for now. So we're going to come back and see what we're going to do with our money. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We used finale appropriately for once, I think. And if you did enjoy it, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!